Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me for another tarot reading. So what is in your future? This is why we tune into tarot readings, don't we? Is to find out what is going to happen, what surprises lie ahead, and what does the universe have planned for us? Or perhaps you're tuning in because you're going through something right now and you're looking for some comfort, advice, and some affirmation and reassurance that things will work out and bad things won't happen and everything's going to be all right. Whatever your reasons are for looking at these tarot readings, any tarot reader should remind you that the future isn't set. Energy is ever changing. And the most real thing is your present moment. And you have all the power in your present moment. So go ahead and pick from 4 groups today. The one that you're most drawn to. Group 1 will be this amethyst point. Group 2, Smokey Quartz. Group 3, orange calcite. And group 4, Jade. So go ahead and pick from the group or groups that you're most drawn to from the timestamps below, and I'll see you at each reading. Welcome, Group 1. So, Group 1, for those who picked this amethyst point, what is in your future? What possibly could be lying in Group 1's future? What is in your future, Group 1? Hopefully something exciting. What narrative is there for Group 1's future? Give me an idea what's happening in Group 1's future. This will be Group 1. Their challenge. This will be their recent past. Possible future. Subconsciously what's going on. And consciously what's happening. And 1 card for advice for Group 1. Okay, let's see what represents you, Group 1. What's going on? The Page of Swords. So you are on some sort of journey to seek knowledge, to educate yourself. You are a student right now, Group 1. And what does your challenge? Is 3 of Cups. Your challenge seems to be to find friends or extend your circle of friendship, of the people you know a little bit further. Or perhaps you to basically find reasons to celebrate. But right now, yes, you are trying to educate yourself. So recently, there was inner conflict going on for you, Group 1. 5 of Wands. Recently, of recent past, yes, you may have been in some sort of conflict. Maybe this was perhaps inner conflict. I see somebody as represented here in this fetal position, as though they are withdrawn within themselves, and there's just so much going on inside that they just can't move. There was a lot of conflict perhaps recently for you. What is your future? Oh, let's see. The Hermit. So you're possibly heading towards a future where you're going to do a lot of inner soul searching. Yes, there's going to be a lot of inner soul searching. In a present moment, though, you are somebody who is a student in search of educating yourself, knowledge, or communication, perhaps even. There's part of you that's motivated to say something, to express something that needs to be said, to stand valiantly on this hill here and seek answers. What are you? Subconsciously, the sun reversed. So subconsciously, you may not be happy right now, but what's consciously happening? Consciously, the High Priestess. You, Group 1, are in a very much, in a very important moment in your life presently, where a lot of your major character qualities, your major aspects of yourself are being challenged right now, because consciously you are wanting to seek some truth. You are trying to see a situation and go into yourself for inner wisdom, to see a situation for what it is. Perhaps, yes, even the hidden aspects of yourself that you may not have asked about before. What is your advice overall? The Lover's reverse. Again, another major arcana. You have about 4 major arcanas here in your reading. These address major characteristics, major aspects and qualities that are affected within yourself right now, and possibly major changes, because the Lovers can talk about making a choice in your life that can shift basically the path that you're on right now. And right now the Lovers is reversed. So what I'm seeing here is perhaps when it gets to your ideal future, your Eden, the choices that you make that are going to affect possibly your ideal future that you have in your mind. It's not, the choices are going to affect this for you. Because overall I see a narrative about, right now, you are this Page of Swords. You are seeking knowledge. You are trying to find the answer. You are trying to be brave and valiant and go out there, ask questions, and gain more knowledge about your situation or the issue at hand, whatever this is you're going through. Recently, you had a lot of inner conflict within yourself. Your energy, your motivation was really, your motivation and your fire, your belief in yourself, everything was probably very tight. It was tightly wounded because there was a lot of challenges going within yourself, and a lot of possibly with things like fears and doubts and self-belief that kept you from really extending action towards any direction, one direction or another. You're just constricted. But right now, you're trying to get out of this energy of inner conflict, and you want to do something about it. You want to say something because you're subconsciously, you're not able to be in your brightest self. You're not being able to align and be yourself and be your truest and shine your brightest. And that is, of course, making you unhappy. Yeah, you got all this desire in you that's really locked up right now. You want to change. You definitely want to head in a direction, a better direction. And you want to find out about everything that you can, the truth about the matter at hand. And that you want to find out even, of course, the shadow aspects of yourself, the flaw, the situation. You just want to know the truth and the lies. You want to know everything about your situation, because what you really want is to, of course, free yourself from what you recently have experienced. Because your challenge is to expand yourself emotionally here through your cups. You want to be able to open your heart and therefore extend your circle of friends, your circle of community, and what's possible, basically, in what you previously are at, which is by yourself, constricted and confused, or at least challenged. You just want to be able to open your heart and therefore open your world a bit more than you have in the past. And this may be heading towards, of course, you going out on your own, which sounds ironic, but it's not. Because there is, again, a lot of inner knowing that you are trying to know. And by getting out and exploring the world, believe it or not, you may get out, be more open, explore the world. You may find out more answers that teaches you a lot more about yourself and more about you than you expect. Yes, your challenge is to expand and grow your world and meet new people and make new friends, or at least, yes, grow your circle a bit more. And in the end, what you may be heading towards is learning even more about yourself. You're going back in a way, you're going out into the world to even build more education even about yourself and what you want and what you desire, ideally. Your advice is to find out, in a way, what is this in your ideal future? Does it involve finding a partner? Or does it just involve knowing what you want in your future? What is your ideal future? What is in your ideal paradise of where you want to head, basically? Yeah. And once you actually know what it is you're wanting as your ideal future, what you want in that future, yeah, basically it could be, again, about somebody, or it could be about your career. It could be about what your home even looks like. What you're ultimately asking is, what is it that gets you closer to who you are? And that's all I see for you, Group 1. That is where you're heading for your future. So stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, Group 2. So, Group 2, what is in your future? What lies in Group 2's future? Give me a narrative of what may be going on with Group 2. And for those who picked the Smokey Quartz, what is in your future, Group 2? Let's see. This will represent Group 2. Their challenge. Recent past. Possible future. This is subconscious. Consciously, what's going on? And one more card. What is some advice for Group 2? What's going on? All right. What represents group 2 right now? The King of Cups reverse. So it seems like you are represented as somebody who is deep in your emotions right now. They may be having to deal with your dissatisfaction about a situation, and your challenge is justice. Maybe some legal issues, perhaps, group 2. There's some sort of justice that you want at the present moment. Because right now you feel unhappy, you feel possibly that you are not expressing emotions about something. You're suppressing emotions about something, perhaps group 2. Recent past, there was something that has to do with your past, perhaps childhood, some sort of something about some childhood or some memories of the past that has gotten you really sad, worried. When you think about this past, that you probably been cycling about something that has happened in your recent past, and it's only been making you feel really, really anxious and worried rather than happy when you look back on this particular memory of yours. What's going on, right? Gonna head towards, it may head towards you getting over, maybe getting over these emotions. That's a good thing. But of course, what you want is some sort of justice, some sort of right. You felt like something's been wrong, basically. And maybe right now you're suppressing emotions about it too. Subconsciously, what's going on. Temperance, so you're overindulging. There are a lot of cups here, by the way, group 2, in your reading so far. You have 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, and the reason why you can't seem to move past this 6 of Cups, especially even though it's in your past, is that whatever has happened, whatever maybe some sort of childhood related thing, something from far back in the past has come back, or these thoughts of this past have basically gotten you in your emotions again about this specific moment that may have been really near and dear to you, or it definitely was a specific memory and you're overthinking upon it. You're just overindulging and cycling on this. Your cup is being overfilled one way more than the other. There is a lack of balance within you because all you can think of, you're all in your emotions about whatever this is. And your King of Cups is even looking back on this, by the way. I see this as you just looking at this situation, whatever it was, and all of that is consuming you presently. Let's see, where are you heading towards right now? Sorry, not heading towards. What is consciously going on? You're definitely blocked mentally. You are not going anywhere. Mentally, you are paralyzed on this past emotion of yours. You can't get over whatever it is going on right now. You can't get over this because the challenge is you feel that you've been wrong. Whatever this past memory of the past memory that you keep cycling in your head and is keeping you from actually moving forward with yourself. You're just kind of stuck in this blocked situation. Yeah, you might be not even expressing this either. You're just cycling this emotion in your head. Because the challenge seems to be some sort of justice, some sort of balance. You may feel wrong and you want something to be right. And whatever this is, though, I do see that you will be heading towards a 5 of Cups, meaning you're going to find your way to get over this. You're going to find a way to get out of this feeling of regret, and move forward with yourself somehow. Your advice is Ace of Swords reverse. Ace of Swords reverse. Revise. That is an interesting advice. It may mean that, yeah, that's a no. Usually an Ace of Swords is a yes when it's upright. When it's reversed, it's like saying a no. There might be a chance that, yeah, your challenge right now is to demand justice, to bring the hammer down on this situation that has gotten you all up in your emotions, and all you can think about is this thing that's making you very sad and regretful or worried. It is bringing you to an imbalance. You're just overindulging too much on your emotions about the situation, past situation. You may be, of course, also suppressing yourself. King of Cups here. You're not expressing your own emotions about this. You may need to talk with other people about how you feel about this worry of yours, this worry that's distracting you. These emotions that are just, of course, again, distracting you and creating imbalance in your life. You're filling one cup way too much over another. What you're working on, you should be working on, is slowly getting yourself out of this worry, because you're so focused on this that you are not mentally moving on. And thinking about other things and thinking about other plans or directions you could be taking yourself right now, because all you're thinking about is how can you make this right for yourself. And it might involve you actually expressing yourself a bit more, or just releasing some emotions because you're just very unhappy, or you're not satisfied, because you need to be heading out of course, this and moving on. And the advice I see here maybe is to accept that you're not going to get your way on this. Because Ace of Swords, again, when it's reversed, says a no. It might be a no. Hammer might not be coming down on the situation that, again, is from the past. In which you may not be able to change either. You may have to accept that you cannot change this any further. You may have to accept that everything has been done, all can be done as far as it can be done. It's just right now you have so much unexpressed emotions about this, so much that you feel like a lack of things have been done. You feel a lack of justice. You feel a lack of you feel like you've definitely been wronged and not enough has been done to balance things back out. But that's mainly you who is feeling injustice here. It's mainly you who is feeling not in balance here, that the scales have not tipped in your favor or are not balanced out. But it looks like because you feel this way, and you're overindulging in this way, it looks like it's keeping you from actually mentally and emotionally moving forward and getting yourself back in balance and back right. And their advice is to accept that there's nothing further can be said or done about the situation. And you must head towards a future where you gotta leave this behind and accept that the past is past. There's nothing more you can do to change it. It's time to move on. And that's all I see for you, Group 2. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, Group 3. For those who chose this orange calcite, welcome, Group 3. So, Group 3. What is in your future, Group 3? What is in your future? What can you expect in your future, Group 3? This would be Group 3. your challenge? Recent past. Sorry, not recent past. Subconscious then. This is recent past. Future. Possible future. And one more card for group 3, please. There, sorry, 2 more cards for group 3. This will be conscious. And one more card. What is advice for group 3 on this situation? All right, so what is representing you now, group 3? Your situation is the 5 of Coins reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed. So you are getting out of this mindset that you are in lack. You maybe are getting help on your situation, or you're feeling more empowered right now when it gets to what you can do, what plans you can set forth, and what you can basically, what changes you can make with the resources you have and the work you can put in. So you are getting out of this feeling of abandonment or even lack in yourself. Your challenge is the Hierophant. So your challenge is to find some sort of possible stability or foundation to believe in. Recently, what's happened to you, group 3? Recently you were in a Knight of Cups, reversed, Knight of Cups reversed too, by the way. So you recently may have felt some sort of lack of optimism, lack of creativity, or perhaps you felt withdrawn in your emotions. Maybe you didn't feel like expressing something. There was maybe something even making you feeling very sad or suppressed. But right now, it looks like you are determined to get some plans going, get something moving, and empowering yourself to make some changes for yourself. So where is this heading for you, group 3? 5 of Cups, look at that. We are in another 5. So 5 of Cups, you may be, of course, you're able to get over some emotions you might have been hanging on to. You may be accepting that there's certain things from your recent past, certain things not expressed, or whatever the situation was. You're accepting that it's what it is for what it is and trying to move on with yourself, basically. Subconsciously, what's going on? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. So right now you're feeling that subconsciously things are in your favor. You may be just feeling that more confident. You're feeling more that things may be working out for you in some way or form. Maybe your mindset basically is what's making this wheel turn up. So consciously, you're just feeling more hopeful. 10 of Cups seems like consciously you are seeing the rainbow. You're seeing a happy ending for yourself. You're feeling particularly optimistic, basically. You're feeling that, yeah, you can see your happy things for you. You can see you're heading, you can emotionally head towards some hope here. Some, yeah, maybe, yeah, you'll be a family, or, yeah, things that emotionally you feel like you can find some fulfillment, and that you can definitely basically get over whatever this past you've had recently experienced that may have involved something sad or a lack of optimism. Your challenge is, of course, to, in a way, find some sort of stability, some foundation, or community, or yeah, maybe a foundation of people you can, you know, get together and believe in, a foundation in which you can find, yeah, some sort of structure. What is your advice? Your advice is the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, not Knight, Page. It's also a Page and a Knight. You got 2 pages right here. So your advice is this is going to be some sort of planning, some opportunity, slow planning. Maybe your advice is to set out a plan, set out step-by-step plot planning, because this may mean, your advice may mean right now is that you have an opportunity, but you may not have any plan set forth. You have an opportunity given to you right now in which you don't really have a direction or set out plan of what's going to happen next. How are you going to keep this thing going, this situation going, this situation in which things are looking up for you right now and you're feeling in a better mood, basically, and that you can be optimistic and believe that things can be satisfying for you. You can head towards a good direction. And for you to be able to, of course, get over and accept anything that was in the past, accept that you can leave this behind, it may require more planning and more step-by-step of what's going to happen next, how are you going to take it, and how it's going to end. You have this opportunity right now, so, basically use it wisely, is what seems to be advice. Because your challenge is to reach some sort of also stability, some sort of, promising structure around you. Because, you are just feeling empowered right now. You're feeling good. You're feeling good, which is good. You can use that motivation, that belief in yourself, and the ability to put the right time, work, and resources to make real world changes for yourself, and not simply feel like, a fleeting emotion of hope to, of course, maybe feeling down again. Your advice is to put in actual planning and to keep up this motivation that you have right now to make real world changes for yourself. And your future is, as I see, you getting over your past and getting over the idea that you're hanging on to your past too much. You're moving on, Group 3. That's basically what I see. And that's all I see for you, Group 3. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye. Welcome, Group 4. So, Group 4, what is in your future? Group 4, what is in your future? What is in your future, Group 4? Present. And you, what's that? It's representative Group 4. Your challenge. Recent past, possible future, subconsciously, conscious thoughts, and one more card. Advice for Group 4. Advice for Group 4. All right. Let's see what represents Group 4 right now. Let's see. 9 of Swords. So 9 of Swords reverse also. So right now, Group 4, you may be going through a lot of emotional anxiety, mental anxiety. There's a lot of overthinking. Things are really, really hurting your head right now. And what is it? The challenge here is to reach a sort of 7 of Cups. So for you to see some emotionally, to believe in more options, seeing seeing more hope perhaps, because right now, group 4, you may be very distressed, you may be overthinking, you may be needing help about this mental state that you're in right now, because recently it looks like you experienced you were in the Hierophant stage recently. Recently, you may have consulted maybe in a foundation. You were definitely more stable, perhaps. You may have consulted advice. I see this as consulting advice from a group of people, a foundation of belief that you've had. And right now, that's gotten you presently in this state of anxiety for some reason. And where this may be heading? 5 of Wands reverse. So you may be trying to avoid some sort of conflict right now. Yeah, you may be heading to avoiding conflict, because right now there's a lot going on in your head that has you overthinking and anxious and depressed and all sorts of mental processes that's really overwhelming you. Let's see. Right now, though, you are Ace of Wands. So right now you are feeling encouraged, though. There is some sort of fire in you subconsciously that's lit up. You may be triggered. Let's see. Like, what's going on? Knight of Pentacles is right now your consciously. So right now you're taking some slow action, some sort of steps with your time, your work, and your resources towards some sort of change, some sort of work. You're putting in to some plan of yours. Yeah, it looks like there's some growth that you're wanting. It's just really slow. And that has gotten you, right now you are, again, like I said, you're really overthinking on this issue, this situation that may have to do with your faith, because I'm seeing this image as somebody holding almost like a Bible or a book. Reminds me of a Bible. But yeah, holding a book they're trying to pledge on, like you would a Bible. And recently you had some sort of, you confronted something about some sort of foundational belief system you've had, or maybe you were raised in. And maybe that's what's gotten you all in your head. You're at conflict right now about that. It looks like, yeah, it's gotten you way overthinking on this. And the challenge is to be able to see more options in this, to get out of this, see more hope, or see more, options, like things, see more dreams or hope or choices in your situation that you seem to feel stuck in, because you are motivated right now to move towards a direction really slowly and put in the right work for it. What is your advice? Your advice is the 10 of Cups. Your advice is definitely to believe in a happier ending, an ideal future. Believe that you can achieve this sort of, this optimistic end. Like you gotta believe that this can end well. That you can see that there are many options for you other than, I suppose, the stuck state you're in right now. Because you're heading towards, of course, avoiding conflict. You're heading towards avoiding some sort of trouble. You're trying to avoid basically trouble, or possibly more inner conflict that's going on inside you. Maybe this you're trying to avoid basically being stuck again in this overthinking. Yeah, perhaps your belief system, however you were raised, the foundations that you were raised on, is being questioned right now. And that's why you're in some sort of anxious state, some sort of depression. Maybe you feel like you're just, however you were previously, however you believed, it's just been keeping you really stuck, and you don't see that many options for you. You don't see that much hope for yourself. Your challenge is to, of course, use this energy that you're in right now to basically flip it on its head and see more options, see more hope, see more that you do have choices in your life. Your challenge, because you're heading towards, of course, trying to avoid more of this inner conflict that you have going on in yourself. And your advice is to believe that there are more possibilities for you, more satisfactory results that you can head towards. Because you are motivated to put in some patient and slow work. You're motivated to put in the right work and head in a direction that gives you actual growth. It just seems like this has to do a lot with maybe the way, your belief system, your personal belief system of how you believe things work. Maybe the future that you believed you always were supposed to head towards. Maybe you just want to have more options, have more direction, have more other paths, other future that you can believe that you can work towards. Because right now you have so much power, so much potential, so much, you have so much encouragement and possibility within yourself to slowly move towards any path that you can choose. You just have to be able to, advice is to be optimistic that you can achieve whatever this ideal future, whatever ideal futures you have ahead of you. And that's all I see for you, Group 4. Stay safe, take care, and goodbye.